Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Storm with your host Jackson Burning. It's really hot here, so I'm gonna try to make this video quick so I can take off the suit. But sorry, I've just been busy this past week, so we're gonna break something down real quick. And it's LeBron and the Warriors. So the Cavs and the Warriors both swept their way to the conference finals. And when I looked at both series, all 8 games were all blowouts, and I think that's ridiculous, but it's basically two powers in the NBA, and that's about it. I mean, the other series are interesting, but once they advance and face one of the two powerhouses, they're just gonna get annihilated. That's basically what's gonna happen. So basically, can they sweep their way to the finals? And when I looked at the matchup, my guess is the Warriors will play San Antonio. I think San Antonio will get you at least one. I'm betting on Popovich to get you one, but I don't know if you're going to get 2 or 3. But the Warriors could sweep. I couldn't see why they wouldn't be able to. Cleveland is sweeping to the finals. If they don't, it'll be because they have an off night, not because they were beaten. But this trilogy is gonna be epic. This is what we've all been waiting for since the beginning of the season. Everyone knew this was coming since Durant joined, and since Durant joined the Warriors, I don't see why this is not going to be another finals matchup next year. This is going to be the same unless something happens in free agency, but even if something does, Chris Paul going to the Spurs doesn't make the Spurs better than the Warriors. So I still see the same matchup next year unless LeBron gets hurt or something. Yeah, if LeBron gets hurt, that would be terrible, because then you have Boston coming out the East and they get swept by the Warriors. But we'll probably see 4 straight years of the same two teams, because I don't see this changing. 5, now you're getting to a couple more years. That's hard. It's hard telling. But definitely next year, I still see the same matchup happening, because you can't bet against the Warriors because they're so talented. They have the 3 best shooters in the entire league, a bunch of snipers, and then you can't bet against LeBron in the East because of LeBron's greatness. Here's LeBron. Here's the rest of the league. It's not even close, and LeBron's in a whole different stratosphere compared to any other. Who's KD's the second best player? LeBron's so much better. It's ridiculous. But can they sweep their way to the finals? They're capable of doing so, both teams, but I wouldn't bet on it because the Warriors had to face San Antonio. I'm giving San Antonio 1. But if they play Houston, I could definitely see a sweep, because they're going to play each other. They're the same type of two teams. One just has 4 of the best 5 players on the court at the same time. So that's my take on that. That was really quick, I know, but not much has happened other than that, other than the other 2 series, which they evened up. But most of them have been blowouts too. That's hard to tell, but it's just saying, they're inconsistent. The other series, like San Antonio, Houston, all blowouts so far in the first 4 games. Boston and Washington, pretty much same result. And so that's my take on that. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, guys, on burning_Jackson. And I'll get more videos up this week because I didn't post any of this for a whole entire week. When I looked at it, I was like, wow. So, yeah, have a good one, guys.